Hi guys, this is Chris coming at you with another reel review, this time for the movie American Sniper. The movie stars Bradley Cooper and is directed by the legendary Clint Eastwood. Just got done watching it, and I gotta say, I thought it was a phenomenal film. Right now it's up there for the Oscars for Best Picture and Best Actor, and I think a couple others too. I'm not entirely sure. It's all in all going to be a Oscar contender this year. If you see the movie, you'll understand why. But let me read you the plot line from IMDb.com. What the story is about. Navy SEAL sniper named Chris Kyle, whose pinpoint accuracy saves countless lives on the battlefield and turns him into a legend. Back home to his wife and kids, after 4 tours of duty, however, Chris finds that it is the war he cannot leave behind. If I'm coming at it from a film standpoint, I know there's a lot of speculation, like political reviews I've read about this film, and some different things, some negative, some positive about it. But all in all, if I'm coming at it from a film side of things, just that alone, I thought it was a pretty good story. Like I said, it's based off a true story about a Navy SEAL named Chris Kyle. The movie does deal a lot with the tours he was in and some of the things that he had to deal with there, and then coming back home and the mental state that he was in after coming back home. It does touch on the subject of post-traumatic stress syndrome, which is something a lot of soldiers do have to deal with who do come home from war. But all in all, I thought it was a phenomenal film. I would highly recommend it. So some pros to this movie. Movie is directed, like I said, by Clint Eastwood, who is a legend in Hollywood in general as far as acting and directing. If you've never seen the movie Changeling, I would recommend that. That's like one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies of all time. All in all, it's put into the hands of someone who I think could handle this subject matter in a very respectful and a very professional manner, and it was done so. I thought, like I said too, the acting in it was pretty good too. Bradley Cooper got nominated for it, and you could see why he seems like he changed his appearance a lot, both physically and then in speech too. It doesn't sound necessarily like him. If you looked at a picture of Chris Kyle and you look at a picture of him in the movie, they look almost identical. It's kind of creepy. But all in all, I think the best pro I could say about this movie is it's just a good story. It's phenomenal to me that this is a true story about someone who actually existed. It's crazy. Some cons to this film. It's a drama film, but it also is pretty violent too. A lot of action sequences, a lot of war scenes. People do get shot, and etc., etc. Some other stuff happens too. At the heart of the story, it is a story about war. So I'd recommend not seeing it if you're not too much into violence. The other thing I would recommend too, if you have a political view on what's happened there, on what's happening overseas right now, I guess I wouldn't necessarily go see it, or if you have strong viewpoints on it, I would highly recommend not watching this movie, because like I said, I've read a couple of reviews that were based on the politics of it more versus the actual story itself, and they kind of give it a negative review. There's some waving reviews when it comes to the political side of things with this movie, but all in all, I think it does a good job of getting people talking. If anything else, which is what I love. I love movies that make you think afterwards, that actually have an emotional impact on you. It's not just something you sit there and watch and that's the end of it. If I'm going to rate it off both the pros and cons, I'm going to give it probably a 9 out of 10, just because, like I said, it's an incredible story about a real human being, a guy named Chris Kyle who served as a Navy SEAL. I think in general a pretty good movie, though. I would recommend it. There's nothing really bad I couldn't say about this movie. As a side note too, I wanted to thank anyone who's watching this right now who is a service member. I have a brother of mine who is in the Army right now, and I couldn't be more proud of him for being there doing what he's doing. And so I wanted to thank you guys too, who, if you are a service member, if you're a family member who has service members, thank you. I don't, as an American, don't have the freedom to do what I'm doing right now, don't have the freedom to work where I'm working, and go to school where I'm going to school, and sleep where I'm sleeping without the freedom that people like that provide. So I would like to sincerely thank anyone who's watching this, who, like I said, who is a service member, who has a family, who is in the service. It's from an American citizen standpoint. We can't thank you guys enough. So, but thank you guys too, people who are watching this. If you like this video, please give it a like button. If you didn't, click the down button. If you wanted me to do another review, just write in the comments. I'd be happy to take suggestions, whether you guys got a movie that you think I haven't seen or maybe something you'd like me to review. Thanks for your time, and I'll catch you soon.